Hello everybody and welcome to Boatsnack Zoo. I hope I pronounced it correctly. This is a zoo that John sent me in, and he told me that he wanted me to fix his habitat for the Proboscis monkey. Fix his habitat. You are right, we are back in the Fix My Habitat series, and I'm very excited for it because it's been a long time since the last episode, and I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to work in some other zoos than mine. And with that being said, let's have a look at his zoo. I have to admit that I already did a little tour, and this is gonna be interesting because John is a really great builder, and I have to admit, first when I saw what he wanted me to build on, I was thinking, oh my god, what should I do in here, because everything looks so nice and pretty in here. I don't know what he wants me to do, but we'll have a look at it, and just make your own impressions. First of all, on the left hand side we have a very nice, pretty and open habitat for the peafowl. You can see two white ones and the blue one in the background, and also here blue one, a female. And on the right hand side we have a shelter where you can see the binturong and also the babies from the binturong, with this nice part on outside. What I really like is that John built a lot of the fences by himself, and not just using the custom fences, the in-game fences. That's something that I appreciate a lot, and that I really love. Which doesn't mean that it's not okay to down in-game fences. That's also okay. So let's have a look at the upper level right here. We have the cheetah on the right hand side, also with some babies in here, and with a nice big and open habitat. The only thing that I might have changed in here a little bit is these plain walls on that side. But everything else looks really pretty. As well as the habitat on this side, on the opposite side, we have the clouded leopards. You can see one going around over here. John also told me in his email that he wanted to have more elevation in his zoo, and especially when it comes to the habitat of the proboscis monkey, he wanted to have a multi-level habitat in there. And we'll have a look at it. Okay, so here's some work in progress in this part of the zoo, I guess. And we're having a look over there, and we have the American alligator, I guess. Yes, it's the Mississippi alligator. And we also can have a look in here for the clouded leopards. Let's go down the hill around the clouded leopards now, and let's have a look around here. By the way, here's the red panda with some nice aviary kind of building. Here we do have some exhibits in here. I like that it's built very open. That's cool. On this side we are having... what do we have here? Oh, the proboscis monkey. So this already is what we are going to work on. Yeah, as I said, John wanted to have this multi-level habitat, which I think it already is some kind of multi-level, but we are going to do something with it. I really like the shape of the whole thing. I also do like and appreciate this little house. This is great. This is ours. Oh, okay. Okay, I really like that. We might do something with this. Maybe something like just have to change the time, make it a little more right in here so we can see a little more. I'm thinking about having some little village with these little houses in here, having a lot more rock work, maybe a waterfall in here, and also change up this fence pieces here, and yeah, I would say let's go into the speed build and see where this build might lead us to. See you soon! So welcome to the speed build right now. And everybody that knows me and have watched already some episodes of Fix My Habitat knows that first of all I'm going to delete everything that is in the habitat. But I was going to keep this little hut here because I really loved how that looked, and I definitely wanted it to keep it in the habitat. Not only for the reason that you guys will say afterwards after you watch that video that I didn't fix the habitat indeed, but I just deleted everything and built it anew. No, I did not. Once again, I used the things that are already there. I'm just recreating I might say the decoration in the habitat. So what I was going to do in here is I really liked the elevation that was already there, so I didn't change anything about that. What I wanted to have in here for the proboscis monkeys was I wanted this waterfall to happen. That goes from top of the habitat down to the little pool on the ground. Yeah, so that was what I was going to do first. It's always the first thing that I'm doing. No, that's not quite correct. It's most of the times it's the first thing that I'm doing is to create the environment, do some landscaping. So first of all, if you want to have a waterfall in there, after you made the hills, the mountains, the elevation and so on, you should put down the bigger things like these water features, like a waterfall or something like that, because yeah, that will take up quite some space, and that's why you should go first for it. After that, I covered everything in rocks. I cut a lot of that out. What you are seeing here is I'm putting these mossy rocks right in between the rocks that I already had put down, so that gives them a little bit more natural feeling, and yeah, this mossy look, but not too overwhelming look. Then I'm going to paint the terrain a little bit with more rock color, so yeah, that it looks natural and gives the whole area a little bit more structure. So here we are with this little hut that I was so in love with. I thought I would use it a little more often in here because I wanted to have something like a little village for the monkeys. So I copied it around and put quite a few of them down here with different height variations, and yeah, In the end, I think it looks a little bit like not just like a tree village, but something like a little pirate village. Yeah, and I really, really, really love the look of it. Yeah, you can already see where this might lead to and how we might end up in here. Um, right at the moment, I think I should have done a shot in the night with this habitat, because I really think it would have looked pretty nice with those windows and the lights in there in the night. It might have looked really, really nice, but yeah. Now I'm going to use these pieces from the Europe DLC that we had for the climbing frames, especially for the links. Yeah, I might not say especially for the links, because it was definitely for the links, because there was no other animal in the Europe DLC that could use climbing frames. Yeah, I'm using these little bridges to connect the different tree houses with each other, and to give the monkeys the chance to walk from one side to another without touching the ground, I might say. Yeah, normally I'm not that much interested in building climbing frames or something like that. I should not say not interested, but I don't think that I have a talent for that. Um, yeah, I'm more like I like more to build in the nature and do some landscaping and so on. But yeah, this one turned out pretty decent, I might say, and I was very positively surprised with what I ended up with. Yeah, and I also think this this would also make a great playground for children. I might say, because yeah, if I think about being a child back in the days, long time ago. Oh my God, I really would have enjoyed something like this. This is yeah, this is pretty awesome for every little child, and I also guess for the monkeys as well. Yeah, and in the end of the video, you might see that the monkeys are really using those bridges and those platforms, and nearly go everywhere. So in the end, it worked out, and yeah, very happy about that. Yeah, some more rock work around here, just to cover up the holes in yeah, in the ground. And now we're going to put down some plants. Here I use this big, I guess it's a wimba tree, I think. Yeah, because I wanted to cover the background in really big and nice trees. I also used these bark, no, not bark pieces, these roots, yes, that's roots. These root pieces for the walls, just to give it a little more jungle look. And yeah, there was something weird happening. You will see this in a second again. Every time I selected the root pieces here, I guess that's the roots from the fig tree. Yeah, it zoomed out. The game zoomed out to completely nowhere, and I just didn't know why this happened. So here, once again, every time I selected a different roof piece, it did the same thing. So this was kind of weird, and I don't can tell you why this was happening. But yeah, okay. In the end, I made it to the end, and I finished putting down these roots and plants. Yeah, and here we are finished with the trees. I followed my own rules here again to put down the big trees and so on in the background of the habitat, that your visitors can have a clear look at the habitat and at the animals. Yeah, it also makes the habitat look a little bit more dense and lush and a little bit bigger, I guess, because you are not able to see the walls in the background, or not able to see them that much. And yeah, that's also the reason I put big trees in the background. What also works pretty nice is if you don't have that big of a habitat, don't put the trees inside the habitat, but behind the habitat walls. So that when you have a clear look at the habitat, you can see the plants in the background. That also gives it a much more nicer feeling, especially when you do that for at habitats for animals that don't like that many plants in there. Just put the plants outside of the habitat in the background, so that you as a visitor can see them when you look at the animals. But the animals are not distracted by the plants inside their habitat. So I guess that's a little trick how you can make your habitats look a little bit nicer. Yeah, and once again I'm putting something down here that I don't know the English word for, but you might tell me in the comments, or yeah, on my Discord. I have to say again, we have a Discord channel now. If you want to join in, just look at my YouTube page at the description for my channel. There's the link for the Discord server, and we would really love you to join it, and yeah, have some fun with us there. I also have something important to say, because I noticed in the last few videos that I put online that yeah, I'm really happy that that many of you guys are watching my videos, and I also can see that you might like them in some way, because many of you watch the videos from beginning to the end without skipping or without saying, oh my god, this is so boring, I'm just stopping it right now. I would very much appreciate it if you like my videos. Just click on the little like button, because that helps me a lot. So my videos have the chance to get seen by more people, and yeah, I get a little bit more exposure. That would be really nice. But yeah, don't feel forced to do that. Just do it if you like my videos. Just leave a like. Doesn't hurt anybody. Yeah. What I was doing here, I changed the walls a little bit, because John had the in-game walls here, and I already noticed that he uses most of the time custom fences, so he does them by himself, and like in the front of the habitat. So I thought that yeah, it would be in his interest to make here some custom fencing as well for the rest of the habitat, and that's what I did here. And I also wanted to give the visitors of the zoo a different position where they can look at the monkeys as they making their way up this hill. So I put down these stone wall and some glass pieces in between, and I was covering it up on top with some bamboo pieces you might see in a minute. First of all, I chose the big bamboo pieces, but I wasn't really happy with that. So in the end, I chose the thin ones, and yeah, that looked much more nicer. And what you always can do as well, if you build something like this glass wall with yeah, with the custom glass pieces and not with the fence pieces, to connect them you can put down these metal beams in between in any color you want to, may it be in white and gray and black. I most of the times use black just for the contrast, because it gives the whole thing a nice look. Yeah, you could put down these black metal beams just to connect the glass walls and give it a little bit more realistic look. Yeah, and that's exactly what I am doing right here. Yeah, and I also wanted it to give the visitors a little bit of shade, so I put down these. Is it called reed in English as well? Because in German it is called reed roof, because for the material it is made of. Yeah, I put down these as a roof. That is something that you would and should always see in zoos. If you have something like a glass wall that you can watch the animals through it. Not the reed roof, but yeah, some kind of roof or some kind of shade over it, because it's always a problem when the sun is shining and the light is reflecting in the glass windows. You can't see anything, so that's something that always should be there where there's glass, yeah, glass walls. Yeah, because I know some of these habitats in a zoo near to where I live. They have an exhibit for Amur cats. Yeah, it's Amur cats. I don't know if there's a different name in English, but it doesn't matter which animal it is in the end. They have a glass wall in front of the habitat, and at the point in the zoo where this habitat is placed, there's always a lot of sun. In the morning, in the evening, throughout the day, so you literally can't see the animals. You have to be very, very, very lucky if you can see them. And the other thing is, because of the humidity in this habitat and in the place, it is also often the thing that yeah, that you can't see anything through these walls, because there's the water on the windows, and that's yeah, that's pretty annoying. Yeah, at this side of the habitat, I'm doing something a little different. I'm also using the stone walls, but I'm going to put down some of the mesh fence pieces, just to give it a different look, and Yeah, that's also something you might see sometime in the zoos, at the background of the habitats, that there's often mesh fence used, because I think that's something that is not that expensive, and you can also watch the animals through that. Yeah, and with the elevation, I'm just making this like almost like a staircase, this whole thing. And on the right side of the habitat, we don't need any windows or something like this, because there are no visitors. That's why I put just these stone walls down there, so that the animals can't climb the walls and the animals can't escape. Yeah, to be fair, if you look at how tall I'm building these walls, or how low I might say in some points, in reality the animals would be able to escape. But I checked on it, like I do here now, and you can see the animals can't escape their habitat, and everything is fine. Yeah, and we are almost finished with the habitat. All I was trying to do at this point was to fulfill the needs of the animals as much as possible. As you can see, the space that the animals need is just a tiny bit less from what they are needing. We have 937 square meters, and they would need 943 square meters. So I thought John might forgive me for that, but that would be okay. I also had the problem with the animals that they didn't have enough of hard shelters, and I didn't know where I should put them down. In the end, I put some of them down, and also did something here, like John also had at this place. I put down a roof at where the zookeepers enter the habitat, so that there would be a little bit of a hard shelter. In the end, because there's so many of these proboscis monkeys in this habitat, I ended up with only 17% of coverage of hard shelters. But overall, the damn it, I forget the word again. Overall, the happiness of the animals was at 80%, so I thought this might be enough, and there won't be any complaints from them. Yeah, I just did a little bit of support work here in the end. Here you can see 17% of the need of the coverage. I did some support work on this piece here with the roof, and put down some support beams of this brick wall pieces, to make it a little bit more realistic, I would say. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and after that we are already finished with what we did here. So I haven't heard from John yet, because I sent him his zoo back, and did the video immediately, so he didn't have a chance right now to react on it. But I hope, John, you are happy with what I did, and you really like it. I indeed am. I hope you are too. And if you guys want to be part of Fix My Habitat, if you want me to do some work in your habitats in your zoo, just let me know. Send me a comment. Go over to my Discord server or simply send me an email to michael.bakeplay@gmail.com so we can make this happen in one of the next episodes. So I really hope you guys liked it, and remember, if you liked it, just click on the like button. That would help me so much, and would make possible that many others are able to see my videos and to find them. Subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss any of the future episodes on Fix My Habitat or my other projects, and also leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this build right here. If you like it, if you are happy with it, just let me know. I'm curious. Okay guys, so take care, have a nice rest of the week, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye!